Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to On the Vine. This is Miss C. Today is February the 20th, Sunday, 2022. I'm back today to do another video with you, and today we're going to be talking about the Covilicious and the Covilicious vexations. What is that all about? What is going on with that? Why that now? Why this thing now? And was the Covilicious a trigger for the next big medical moneymaker? Just like, now I'm going to take you back to the 80s. The big weight loss thing. Remember Richard Simmons and Jane Fonda workout tapes and all of those things? And remember Fen and what was that other drug? I can't remember what it was. Hydro something. But it was supposed to help you speedily lose weight. And what about AIDS? The big AIDS crisis. Then there was all the different types of cancer and all of the different drugs and things associated with cancer. And then, of course, diabetes. Okay, and because of the increase in diabetics, we had dialysis. And all of the dialysis centers that are located all over every neighborhood in this country. And then prior to diabetes, there was cholesterol. Okay, so, remember the Cheerios boxes said, it would lower your cholesterol. Remember that. Okay, then there's high blood pressure. All of the high blood pressure medications and all of the therapies associated with the high blood pressure. And do not forget the erectile dysfunction craze that went on, which produced Viagra and all such types of drugs. Okay, and then, of course, let's not forget the pain management centers. Remember, people were standing outside the pain management centers like it was a drug or a crack house. You could just come in with a prescription, go in there and get your drugs, come out. I knew it was something wrong with that when it happened. I knew it was something wrong with that. They called that pain management. And thereby produced the overuse and oversaturation and ability to get drugs like Vicodin and, of course, Oxycontin and all of those things, which they never bothered to tell people how addictive those things were. And so then we had the opioid crisis. People dying from prescription drugs, all of that. So I said all of that to ask you the question with Covilicious. Remember, before Covilicious hit, Oprah Winfrey and Prince Harry started this campaign about mental illness. Now here we are talking about mental illness in children and in adults and young adults. We're talking about mental illness from the lockdowns, from the lack of being able to be sociable with one another, ability to go out and do things, and all of the things that the children could not do. Think about all of the children who went to college and graduated in 2020 who didn't get to walk across the stage. Those things are like rites of passage, for children here in this country. I can't speak for any other country. I've not lived in another country. I'm talking about here in the United States. Okay, all of the children who graduated high school, that is a rite of passage that everybody that goes to school through 12th grade and elementary and junior high look forward to. And they didn't get to say goodbye to their friends. They didn't get to graduate and toss their caps. They didn't get to go to prom. All of these things combined with saying you can't socialize. You can't have more than 10 people in a place at a time. All of these things that have happened. Now, I'm not saying they were bad or good. I'm just telling you they happened. Now, you can make your own judgment call. I will not share mine here on this video. But I'm just saying, think about just those things alone without Covilicious and the Covilicious vexation mandates. Just think about all of that. And now here we are with the propped up campaign that Oprah and Prince Harry set up before the Covilicious hit. So I said all of that to say this. Was this the next big thing? Because remember, they had all of the celebrities out talking about mental illness. They had them on TV. I remember Taraji P. Henson and Oprah and Prince Harry and his wife, Megan, whatever her last name is. They living here in the United States now. They claim they don't want to be royals anymore, but okay, that's another video. I didn't do no videos on that, and I don't think I'm gonna do no videos on that. I don't have nothing against them. I wish them well, but that whole royal nonsense is nonsense to me. They blood ain't no more royal than mine. You cut them, theirs coming out red just like mine. So anyway, I'm gonna digress on that, because that right there is pure illusion, myth, and fairy taleism, if that's even a word. But we're not going to talk about that, because that gets me pissed off, because that's silly. But anyway, my topic for today is, was Covilicious and the Covilicious vexations and mandates a trigger for the next big medical money maker? Because meanwhile, people are starving, people are hungry, and needing work, can't find work. People are losing their homes because they were told to shut their businesses down with no help from our government. Told to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and make it work. So now we have a homeless population. We ain't doing nothing about that. It's increasing exponentially. But now, all of a sudden, y'all won't even give people health care. Y'all won't even make health care affordable. Y'all won't even need the medicine. Even if we had health care, we couldn't afford the medicine to make ourselves better. So now, we got a mental illness problem. Well, usually, mental health is fairly expensive. You know, going to see a therapist and getting the medication. And if you don't have no insurance, how you going to get mental health care or any kind of health care? And you don't have no job because you had to close your business down. So when you lost your business, you lost your health care, because they tied all of that together. I knew that was a problem way back in the early 90s when they did that nonsense with the HMOs and the PPOs. But I digress. We won't go into that today. But I'm just showing you how to connect the dots with this nonsense. Now, but anyways, was that what was going on? Because we know that these vexation companies, y'all know who they are: Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson. We know they made billions, and I said billion with a B as in boy, of dollars, while the rest of the populace was barely getting by, and they was complaining about people getting an unemployment check. And now we finding out a lot of these corporations got money through that Covilicious relief plan that shouldn't have got it, which could have been money sent to help the regular folk. But anyway, again, that's a whole nother topic. But all this stuff is connected. Now, stay with me now. I'm trying to tell you a story. So we've had all of these previous little triggers. Y'all remember the commercials where they talk real fast at the end and tell you by the end, you know, you trying to cure itchy leg syndrome. And you take the medicine that they prescribing to you or advertising to you on the commercial, you subject to have a heart attack, a stroke, and be in worse shape than you was before you even went to get the medicine. But anyway, and they talk real fast. Y'all know the commercials I'm talking about. But anyway, that's what I'm going to read on today. I know I've been talking for a minute here, but I had to get that out. I'm sorry. Y'all can fast forward through that and get to the reading if you want to. But anyway, What was the intention of this? Now, I know I'm not going to go into, whether or not man-made or natural-made or what have you. We're not getting into that. That's not what I'm talking about. What was the intention behind how this thing was handled is my question. Was it to trigger the next big money maker? What was the intention? Because we all know they didn't handle this situation right. Now, Baby Orange Man was in there. Now, he could have handled things a little differently. Now we got Uncle Joe in there. He could have done things a little differently. But they didn't. So that is where my question lies. What was the intention behind how they handled this thing? Now, that's what I'm asking the cards. That's what I want to know. What was the intention? Was this about the next big thing, next big money-making thing? And I done gave y'all about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 examples of when they've done that. And we still sitting up here. They tell us go jump off of a bridge. We just go do it and don't ask no questions. Don't do no research. Don't get a second opinion. It used to be a good idea to get a second opinion. Now you looked at and called stupid and a conspiracy theorist if you start doing some research and asking for a second opinion or doing something outside of what this one person done told you. Now, we ain't going to talk about FF. Now, the middle finger Fauci. We ain't gonna talk about that. Now, we know he been at the head of a whole bunch of this junk, but that's another video. But let us proceed. Now, tell me about the intentions of why they let this thing drag out and become a big old horrible mess. And not thinking about the people, but thinking about fattening the pockets of these big mega billion-dollar companies. That's what I want to know. What say you cards? Now, that's what I want to know. Now, I think I got 7 cards now. I done got myself all... I'm going to have to ring the bell on that. Got myself all agitated here talking about this tomfoolery. Let me count my cards here. Yeah, I got 7 here. Now, what was the intention? Got them upside down. Lord have mercy if you don't look right here. Right here in the middle. The first card. Look at that. Sneaking in the window thief. I don't think I even need to look at any more of the other cards. Straight up thief. Stealing. That's what they was doing. Lord have mercy. This is who they are, them people. And this is how they affected people's lives. This woman here is sighing. This card is called sigh. That means you sad, you're crying. That's how they affected everybody. Now, are they going to be a help to you? Yeah, they're going to be a help to show you you're going to need to love somebody other than them. Because you ain't going to love the thief. It's going to cause us to come together, what was done to us. That's what they're going to do. Look at him. And here is what their true intention was right here. Was to sit up here and put this in our face and peacock about the fact that they was robbing the people. They were because I just told you in a previous video, this is haughtiness. This is peacocking around, showing off, saying, look at me. They put it right in your face. And if you think about what's been going on, they telling us on the news how many billions they done made while everybody else is suffering. And they running around here still partying while telling everybody else to stay home. Don't go see your mama. Don't go see your daddy. Don't go see me, mom. Don't go see nobody. Don't go home for the holidays. While they sitting here raking in the dough. I don't think we need to see no more, y'all, but I'm going to go ahead and do these last 2 cards. Lord have mercy. We keep going the way we going. It's going to be a journey for us. Lord have mercy. They want us to keep on hoping. And I'm gonna tell you something I heard on a TV show I was watching, and I know it's from some philosopher or something somewhere, but I heard it on a movie. I heard it on a TV show. And this is hope. And I'm gonna say it here. I'm not stealing nobody's words. That's why I'm saying I heard it on a TV show. Hope is a tease preventing us from accepting reality. Now, if you look at this picture, now we've been taught hope is something you want to do. Now, I want you to look at this picture, and I want you to look at it good. Look, I'm going to pull it up here close so you can see it. I want you to look at that good. Do that look like that person in that picture is hoping? It looked like they've been in a flood and they lost everything they got, and they found washed up on a rock somewhere, holding on to a chair that they was able to salvage from their house, or holding on to a bed reel they was able to salvage from their house. That's all they got from what they had. Do that look like the whole picture that they've been painting for us? Do that look like hope to you? But anyway, I digress, because this is how they feel about us. They want to keep us hoping. Ain't that the recipe old punk ass Obama sold us? Hope. Do this look like the hope they sold us? This person look like they in despair, but they want to keep you in despair, hoping. And what I tell you hope is? What did I tell you that TV show told me hope was? I know y'all probably don't even remember, but I'm going to tell you again. Look at this picture real good. She or he, I can't tell what it is, done hit they head. They ain't even had no proper bandages. They just got an old sheet and tore it up and wrapped it around their head to stop the bleed. They just sitting there wondering what the world we gonna do. What are we gonna do? The mess we let them hope us into. Hope is a tease preventing you from accepting reality. And your reality is, I got one thing, one piece of a something left from what I had. And I done washed up on this rock right here. Everything else done been washed away in the flood. So y'all, I don't think I even need to go any further, but I'm going to give this last card right here. Because this card in the position it's in asks the question, is there anything we need to know about these people that we don't already know? What is it that we don't know? And this card clearly says enemy. These people who claim to be our friend and claim to be here to help us are our enemy. And here we got the enemy and the thief right on top of each other. And they pride that they done showed us after robbing us. They robbed us and then they throwed it in our face. And these are the people. These are the people. This is what we are unaware of. These people don't care nothing about us. But anyway, I'm going to look and see what's on the bottom of the deck. Here it is right here. I'm going to turn it over. And looking. Money. So in answer to my question, and I just showed y'all, I pulled this over here. And I turned it up and money was on the bottom. And I asked the question at the beginning of the dadgum video. And I'm going to get my paper here and I'm going to read that question again. It says, was Covilicious and the Covilicious vexations a trigger for the next big medical money maker? I don't think I need to say anything else because the answer is yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, madam. It was and it is. So my question to you guys who are watching, who are brave enough to watch and listen to what I'm saying. What you gonna do now? Now that you know what you're dealing with, what you gonna do now? I done told you the problem. And if you're solution oriented, you're going to have to make your own self-decisions because they ain't finna tell you what to do. And what they do tell you what to do, it ain't going to be to help you. So what you going to do? That's my question to you. And with all that being said, I know I've been talking a bit on this video here. But with all that being said, I'm going to end the video right there. And I'm going to leave you with a question. What you going to do now? And your answer ain't going to be the same as mine because we individuals. We different people. They may be similar. But we got to start thinking for ourselves and do what is best for you and your family, you and your people. And those who are robbing you are never going to tell you what to do to keep them from robbing you. They're going to tell you what to do so they can keep robbing you. Think about that for a minute. Why would a thief tell you how to protect yourself to keep him out? Why would they tell you that? But anyway, like I said, I'm going to end the video right there. What are you going to do now? I want to say thanks for watching. I hope y'all come back again and watch another one of my videos because I have got a lot to say and I'm going to say it. So I hope you come back again. So I hope you have a great and enlightened day. And until next time, I'll see you then.